scared right now. My mic was doing that thing where like the sound's not working. Thank you. They're kind of random, but they're actually like Happy New Year's Eve. Like, they're cute. Hi, Josh. under aqua moon, like the same way I spell it here, aqua underscore moon underscore 888, I think. It depends how long, so the quickest I've ever written one, thank you Lego for the rose. The fastest I've written anything was it 60? So I think it was like 60k in a month. I do love it, and I'm like excited to get back to it. So I don't know. It just sucks too because I finished writing a hi Jordan. Thank you for the roses. Oh, like 60,000 words. Sorry. So 60k, 60,000 words in like a month, which is a lot. If anybody knows. Thank you, Lego. Thank you, Josh. It's going good. Jordan, how are you? Yeah, but I don't usually write every day. I'm really bad for like clump writing. I love the festive snowflakes. Yeah, like my biggest problem when I was like, I don't know, like when needed, I could write like 10k a day, which was insane. It literally, like, I spent my entire day writing, but now I'm like so burned out. We'll definitely do Here's the One tonight, Matthew. Faux show. That's all that matters, Emma. I'm happy you're here. Like, get out of ghostwriting. I don't know. I'm trying, like, I've been working with, like, there's one person I've been working with since the start, and I'm like trying so hard to finish the last book in the series, but I'm like struggling so bad for no reason. Yeah, so I'm working on finishing with her, and as much as I'd like to stop working, after that, I can't, because it's kind of what pays my bills. So, you know, I need to find time to obviously work on my own stuff too, but and maybe at like 5k likes and 100 shares. No, I work on Upwork, like as a freelancer. So people like post jobs, and then either they invite me to interview, or I like apply for the job. So like today, I applied because I need to find a new job. As of now, so I have to start looking again, and I applied to like romance things. I was working on writing like a sample for that today. I don't even Slay. I'm a Sagittarius rising, Dave and Duchess, which means that I probably am perceived as a Sag. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? In Finding Dory, like the whale. honestly, like, I don't know, do you guys ever have a feeling where you're like, oh my gosh, if I was like famous, like people have like so many embarrassing stories about me. Like, I don't know, I feel like if you become famous, like, there would be like constant anxiety hanging around you, you know? But like, whatever. I have to hear some of these stories, oh my gosh. They're like not appropriate. I don't even know if like there's anything like not bad that I could say. Honestly. Like I don't have any like appropriate story times, I don't think. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. See, I couldn't embarrass anybody else, so I'm like, about me, but like that's not bad. I don't even know her. Actually, it's so funny, like one of my friends, she said like, the longest time, she was always like, you should write a book about your life. Like, she's like, I would read that. And I was like, I think before she knew I even wanted to be a writer, I think so. Like, you guys, I don't even know her. Like, like nothing is appropriate, I guess, for TikTok. Or like, I don't know, sometimes it's easier when you have like people to bounce off of. Like they'll be like, remember that one time? And then you're like, oh my god, shut up, don't ever mention that to me again. Oh, I can tell you a fun story about Montreal, because this isn't that bad. Okay. I was just thinking, because I was like, yeah, this isn't bad. So, one night, okay, so me and my friends went to Montreal for Oshiega. And so we went to the festival, and we got, wait, what's this before or after? It would have been after. Or maybe we got there a day before. I don't know. Can I remember? No. But anyway, we were out on the town, okay? We were out on the town. And oh, you know what makes me really mad too? This bar that we went to. I got a whiskey sour because, as I do. Anyway, it was like the most disgusting whiskey sour of my life. And this waiter, okay, had the audacity to, number one, charge me $18 for this freaking whiskey sour, because me and my friend both ordered one. We both handed him a 20, and he gave us each back a toonie. And I was like, are you kidding me? $18, okay, number one. And I was like, whatever. I go to turn around and take my toonie, and he looks at me and goes, no tip. Are you kidding? That made me so mad. $18, and I took one sip of it, and I like threw it out because it was disgusting. I don't know what kind of things were making there, but it was so gross. But also, yeah, that's what I want to know. I didn't even question it. I was like, whatever. Okay. So, moving on. Not the point of my story. Okay. I feel like TikTok's gonna like ban this line, but whatever. Okay. So, I'm there with my girls. We're having fun. Thank you, Lisa. And I'm just trying to think. Okay, so I was the only one in a relationship at this time. So all my girls stayed back. The other like took whatever person back. Anyway, someone left with someone. Doesn't matter. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll cab back. And so I asked my friend for the address. Okay, I'm like, can you send me the address of like our hotel? There was a misunderstanding in this conversation, okay? So she sends me the address. I get in the cab and I give the cab guy the address. And we stop in the middle of like the scariest, darkest street, okay? It was like under construction. It was dark. And I was just like, this isn't where I'm staying. And I got so anxious. And I was like, we're staying at like a university. I don't know where I am. Anyway, I get so anxious because this cab guy is kind of like, get out of my car. And I'm like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where to go. And so I'm like, I get out, which is probably the stupidest thing anybody could ever do in that situation. It was stupid, but I got out. And I start calling my friend like crazy. Nobody picks up, okay? And so I have to just start walking. And so I start walking. And I try to talk to these two girls and be like, hey, do you know where this university is? Like, I don't know where I am. They completely ignored me. You know, whatever. Random person comes, sure, whatever. Anyway, I keep walking and I find my way back to where like all the bars kind of are. And so I go up to these two guys. This is like the weirdest encounter I've ever had with people in my entire life. Okay, I walk up to these two guys. They're just like drunk, eating pizza. It's whatever. And I'm like, hey, do you guys know? I don't even know what the name of this university was, but I was like, hey, any chance you guys know where this university is? Like, I'm staying there. I have no idea like how to get there. And anyway, I kid you not, okay? This guy, it was the weirdest encounter, okay? He literally gets up, his pizza falls on the ground, and he was literally just like, do you want to dance? And I was like, what? And then like, his friend like got up, and they were just like staring at me, and they're like, oh yeah, like we know where that is, like we can, it was so weird, okay? And I was like, nah, like, it's good. I'm gonna head out now. And anyway, so this guy like overheard the conversation and he was like, my sister's staying there. I can take you. Or like, it's close. And so I start walking with this guy. And then like he gets to the point where like he was leaving and he's like, oh, like, or no. Okay, that was the wrong. He didn't overhear. I think he was like maybe the second person I asked. And as I was walking, it was a couple that overheard, like me, like literally crying. I was so drunk, and I was so upset. Like none of my friends were answering their phone. I didn't have anything with me, and like I had my phone. But anyway, so this couple overhears me, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're headed there." So this lovely couple walked me all the way back to the university. And I remember like going inside and I'm like, nobody was answering their phone. I couldn't get home. And anyway, when my other friend finally arrives home, I was like, girl, you gave me the wrong address. And she's like, no, I didn't. Anyway, the story is that when I asked her to send me the address, she was sending me the address of like the person's house that she was going to, and not the university. And anyway, moral of the story, if you're going anywhere, write the address of your hotel in your phone. But honestly, it's a really, really scary story. was also this one. Wait. This is also like, do you know what? You know when you're about to tell a story and then you're like, oh, that's illegal. Oh yeah, I said we were gonna do barbershop. Okay. That's so true. And the fact that that was like, I don't know. Everything, but I know, and that's the thing, I'm like, I have so many fun stories to share, but I just can't. Okay. Barbershop. I'm trying to think of like okay guys. Any weird ones? Please, I have so many weird ones. See the problem is like two things. Number one, most of my like fun stories are like not appropriate to tell because I'm not single anymore. And because that'll give me a bad reputation. I don't know. I feel like it's something I probably shouldn't share with the internet. That are not illegal. Like, good question. I have so many, like, I know. And I don't mean like that in like a dirty way, but just like, I don't want to talk about those stories. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just like with any person. Like that. I've heard some stories. I bet you have. Alright guys, let's trim up that beard and mustache. like in my chart, like my partner, like where I would meet my partner, or like how I meet my partner. It's literally written in the stars, okay? Okay. Now we got a France. But like maybe the music is too loud. Let's just tone that down a bit. He's a Leo. 3 kids on the scooter. Like, there'll be like, you know, like 2 people on the scooter. There'll be a baby smushed between them, another one on someone's lap, and then one like on the like small space standing on the scooter. Like, it's crazy, and nobody wears helmets. Like, and the traffic in Bali is just like, is so insane and so crazy. Like, the drivers, I'm telling you, like, the first drive in Bali was literally terrifying. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they will stop in like the middle of like their interstate or like highway, pull a U-turn, like back up, like they don't care, okay? Their driving is insane. Anyway, so we go to Ubud, which is like more of a sparse area of Bali, and like we couldn't just like walk around, and yeah, I bet like it was so, and like they're like, they drive like an inch apart from each other, and they're like speeding. Oh, we got rear-ended too. Okay, hold on, I won't get out of myself. So we're like, we get to Ubud and we're renting this really nice villa, and like basically if we want to get around, we have to like get a scooter, or you'd have to like go jack everywhere, which is like the cabs. Anyway, my boyfriend is convinced that he can drive one of the scooters, and I am like, no, please, Lord, no. Like, I don't think that you can. I don't trust you. I don't want to drive on one of those. Anyway, rented a scooter, and he took it for a test drive, and I was like, I still don't feel comfortable with this. Anyway, against my better judgment, I get on the back of the scooter, and then like we go down the road, which we've never been down before, and don't realize that it's like a huge hill, and at the end of the huge hill is like a big turn, and everybody's driving so slow. Anyway, so he like almost is like I literally can't, because it literally I was so mad. But like we start going down the hill, and we're like not stopping, and like this isn't even the part where we like almost crashed. Like, it was like bad, like we did almost crash, but then we didn't. But I made him pull over because I was literally like, I was about to cry, and whatever, we pushed on. But like that was pretty bad. And then this was a different day, okay? We were already going to, like, we were going to this restaurant, which was really cool. It's called like Merlin something. Anyway, it was not enjoyable by the time we got there, but so we're driving along, and this person stops traffic because a car's trying to back out. So people are stopping, or people are going around the car anyway, because people in Bali don't care. They don't give a fuck, okay? So this car's backing out, and people are going around him, and my boyfriend decides to join them. But then, it's so bad. Anyway, the car is still pulling out, and he like swerves, but he like hits. I can't, okay? He like hits the curb, which it goes up, okay? And we basically like we don't actually, we kind of cried, but not really. And I'm just so glad like that, like, you know how motorcycles, like, they'll keep going. Anyway, like if it would have kept going, it would have went like straight through his shop window. But okay, so we basically like fall off, and I'm so scared he like broke his foot, to be honest. And then hi Brian, and I'm like PO'd because we literally just like crashed and the motorcycle turned off, and I was like, oh my god, everybody's like coming over to us being like, are you guys okay? And I was so embarrassed. Because like that's what happens to like a lot of tourists, like they don't know how to drive and they crash the motorcycles everywhere. Anyway, so people were like, because it was like a street filled with shops, so people are coming out of their shops like staring at us, asking for okay. And like it's so embarrassing. So anyway, we like least after that, like, we got to like take cabs again everywhere. That was only in like Upa that we drove. Or I guess we did drive a little bit on one of the islands, because that was also the, like, or not also, but, on like New Zealand, they only, on like one of the littler islands, they only have, Lapongan, they only have motorcycles. So you kind of have to drive a motorcycle. But it's also like really were literally in like, we were still on like the main island of Bali, and we were getting ready to leave for the islands, and these people, like, we had three? I think it's three separate people like that day asked to like take pictures with us, and it was so awkward. Like it was. I'm pretty sure it was like well, obviously it was like a more like Balinese dominated place. Like the beaches like down where we originally were like, it was a lot of tourists and stuff. And anyway, the more we walked down, like, it just seemed more like the people who lived there, and there was only like one other group of like white people, which is like the weirdest thing too, because I'm like, why didn't they get asked to take pictures? Anyway, as we're walking to like find a spot on the beach, like these little kids are like following us, and they're kind of like being like giggly and weird. And anyway, we go like, we keep walking, and we're like, whatever. And this old lady is like, can you take a picture? And originally, okay, I thought she meant like take a picture of her and her family, and I was like, sure, you know, because she's like, we're having like a family reunion, and like, I was like, yeah, sure, of course. Anyway, they were taking a picture with us, okay? I was like, I didn't know what to do, so we stop, we take the picture, and as we're walking, we're like, that was really weird, like, I don't know, whatever, because I'm like, it's not like they don't see white people, because like, they're everywhere, like, they're everywhere. And anyway, we go sit on the beach, and the kids that were like with us earlier, I'm committing to reading Percy tonight, so I'll probably do that after X marks the spot, and then we'll see what triggers we want to do after. I know, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna do it early day. So I'm so excited, Brian. I think it's gonna be so good. Like, I think Walker's gonna like, honestly, I think the cast like is really good, and I'm really excited to see it. Like, like I'm excited. Annabeth, girl for Percy, like everybody. Like, I don't know. I'm excited. I just hope, like, I don't know. I miss the way like old movies were shot and stuff, like, and filmed. Like, I know it's gonna look like so new and hopefully not too CGI, you know what I mean? I don't even know, like I just find a lot of new movies, like, lately, I feel like everything just looks too, like, I don't know, HD, like, not that I don't want it in HD, but, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, you know what I mean, I don't know. Like, I just like having that old quality look to it, or just like, I don't know. Even after we talked about Twilight the other day, I like rewatched Twilight. I'm probably gonna watch New Moon again after this. I love Twilight, but like, it's just so funny, like, the filter is so heavy in the first, like, I really noticed it for some reason, like when I watched it the other day. But it was kind of like, so I just finished Narnia, or like what they made of it, like the 3 movies, and honestly, like, for back then, it was pretty good, like even their, like, satires and stuff, like, wasn't bad, like, their CGI back then was pretty good, and I just don't want things to look, like, too CGI-y, and, like, I don't know. I don't know. I have high hopes, though, because we deserve this. This is, like, it's, like, actually, like, the start of an era, like, you know what I mean, like, it's, like, getting, like, we haven't had something this big in so long, like the book talk community, or, like, just the book community in general. Like, the last time a movie with, like, or, like, a book that was turned into a movie with this much hype was, like, probably, like, Twilight and Harry Potter, and, like, Divergent and Hunger Games. So, Breaking Dawn Part 2. But even as I'm, like, watching Rain, like, it's so good. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, I must have just, like, missed that era, but, like, this show is so freaking good. Like, I just finished season 3 before, like, coming live, and, like, this show's insane, and, like, anyway, I think it was, like, shot beautifully. Like, honestly, like, I'm calling up these people to, like, direct the movie on my book. But then again, like, even though Harry Potter did a good job of like sticking to the books and stuff, there's so much that they missed, and you know, I would be happy to have 8 hours of content versus the 2 hours per movie. So yeah, hopefully it's good. But I do miss, like, I hate seeing like the end of an era of like 24 episodes, 40-minute long, and now it's all like 1 hour, 8 episodes. Like, I miss 40 minutes of like 20 episodes. What the fuck was that? I don't think that was in my room. X marks the spot. A circle and a dot. 4 big boulders and 1 tiny spot. Ducky is padding up your back. Quack, 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 quack. Love brushing down. Tight squeeze. Cool breeze. Now you've got the ticklies, the ticklies, the tickly, tickly, ticklies. And we'll do Percy Jackson at 30k likes and 300 shares. We're going to be reading chapter 16 finally. X marks the spot. A circle and a dot. 4 big boulders and 1 tiny spot. Hi, Tatiana. Ducky is padding up your back. Quack, 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 quack. Thump brushing it down. Tight squeeze. Cool breeze. honestly, I haven't really read much of the classics. Every time I try, I can't do it. was fresh clothes for all of us. $20 in cash, a pouch full of gold drachmas, and a bag of double stuffed Oreos. Stop. I said, I don't want your lousy. Thank you. Lord Harry's Grover interrupted, giving his best red alert warning look. Thanks a lot. I gritted my teeth. It was probably a deadly insult to refuse something from God, but I didn't want anything that Ares had touched. Reluctantly, I slung the backpack over my shoulder. I knew my anger was being caused by the war god's presence, but I was still itching to punch him in the nose. He reminded me of every bully I'd ever faced. Nancy Bobo Fett, Clarice, Smelly Gabe, sarcastic teachers. Every jerk who had called me stupid in school or laughed at me when I'd gotten expelled. I looked back at the diner, which had only a couple customers now. The waitress who had served us dinner was watching nervously out the window, like she was afraid Ares might hurt us. She dragged the fry cook out from the kitchen to see. She said something to him. He nodded, held a little disposable camera, and snapped a picture of us. Great, I thought. We'll make the papers again tomorrow. I imagined the headline, 12-year-old outlaw beats up defenseless biker. You owe me one more thing, I told Ares. Trying to keep my voice level, you promised me information about my mother. You sure you can handle that news? He kickstarted his motorcycle. She's not dead. The ground seemed to spin beneath me. What do you mean? I mean, she was taking from the Minotaur before she could die. She was turned into a shower of gold, right? That's metamorphosis, not death. She's being kept. Kept? Why? You need to study war, punk. Hostages. You take somebody to control somebody else. Nobody's controlling me, he laughed. Oh yeah? See you around, kid. I pulled up my fists. You're pretty smug, Lord Ares, for a guy who runs from Cupid's statues. Behind his sunglasses, fire glowed. I felt a hot wind in my hair. We'll meet again, Percy Jackson. Next time you're in a fight, watch your back. He revved his Harley and roared off down the Lancy Street. Annabeth said, that was not smart, Percy. I don't care. You don't want a god as your enemy, especially not that god. Hey guys, Grover said, I hate to interrupt, but he pointed at the diner. At the register, the last two customers were paying their check. Two men in identical black coveralls with the white logo on their backs that matched the one on the International Kindness truck. If we're taking the Zoo Express, Grover said, we need to hurry. I didn't like it, but we had no other option. Besides, I'd seen enough of Denver. We ran across the street and climbed in the back of a big rig, closing the doors behind us. The first thing that hit me was the smell. It was like the world's biggest pan of kitty litter. The trailer was dark inside until I uncapped a knucklemouse. The blade cast a faint bronze light over a sad scene. Sitting in a front row of filthy metal cages were three of the most pathetic zoo animals I had ever beheld. A zebra, a male albino lion, and some weird antelope thing I didn't know the name for. Someone had thrown the lion a sack of turnips, which obviously didn't want to eat. The zebra and the antelope had each gotten a styrofoam tray of hamburger meat. The zebra's mane was matted with chewing gum, like somebody had been spitting on it in their spare time. The antelope had a stupid silver birthday balloon tied to one of its horns that read, "Over the hill." Apparently, nobody had wanted to get close enough to the lion to mess with him, but the poor thing was pacing around on soiled blankets, in a space way too small for him, panting from the stuffy heat of the trailer. He had flies buzzing around his pink eyes, and his ribs showed through his white fur. This is kindness, Grover yelled. Humane zoo transport. He probably would have gone right outside to beat up the truckers with his reed pipes, and I would have helped him, but just then the truck's engine roared to life. The trailer started shaking, and we were forced to sit down or fall down. Percy's right, Annabeth said. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you, Grover. Neither would Luke. We don't care what the council says. Grover kept sniffling in the dark. It's just my luck. I'm the lamest satire ever, and I find the two most powerful half-bloods of the century, Dahlia and Percy. You're not lame, Annabeth insisted. You've got more courage than any satire I've ever met. Name one other who would dare to go to the underworld. father has grown. Poseidon has played his most desperate card. Now we shall use it against him. Surely you shall have your reward. Surely you shall have the reward you wish, and your revenge, as soon as both items are delivered in my hands. But wait, he is here. What? The invisible servant suddenly sounded tense. You summoned him, my lord. No, the full force of the monster's attention was now pouring over me, freezing me in place. Blast his father's blood. He's too changeable, too unpredictable. The boy brought himself hither. Impossible, the servant cried. For a weakling such as you, perhaps, the boy snarled. Then its cold power turned back on me. So, you wish to dream of your quest, young half-blood? Then I will oblige. The scene changed. I was standing in the vast throne room with black marble walls and bronze floors. The empty, horrid throne was made from human bones, fused together. Standing at the foot of the dais was my mother, frozen in shimmering golden light, her arms outstretched. I tried to step towards her, but my legs wouldn't move. I reached for her, only to realize that my hands were withering to bones. Grinning skeletons in Greek armor crowded around me, draping me with silk robes, wreathing my head with laurels that smoked with chimera poison, burning into my scalp. The evil voice began to laugh. Hail, the conquering hero. I woke with a start. Grover was shaking my shoulder. The truck stopped, he said. We think they're coming to check on the animals. Hide, Annabeth hissed. She had it easy. She just had to put her magic cap on and disappear. Grover and I had to dive behind feed sacks and hope we looked like turnips. I read, not super late. The trailer doors creaked open. Sunlight and heat poured in. Man, one of the truckers said, waving his hand in front of his ugly nose. I wish I held appliances. He climbed inside and poured some fresh water from a jug into the animal dishes. You hot, big boy? He asked the lion, then splashed the rest of the bucket right in the lion's face. The lion roared in indignation. Yeah, the man said. Next to me, under the turnip sacks, Grover tensed. For a peace-loving herbivore, he looked downright murderous. I don't miss. The trucker threw the antelope a squash-looking Happy Meal bag. He smirked at the zebra. How you doing, Stripes? Lisa will be getting rid of you at this stop. You like magic shows. You're gonna love this one. They're gonna saw you in half. The zebra, with fear, looked straight at me. There was no sound, but as clear as day, I heard it say, "Free me, Lord, please." I was too stunned to react. There was a loud knock, knock, knock on the side of the trailer. The trucker inside with us yelled, "What do you want, Eddie?" A voice outside, it must have been Eddie, shouted back, "Maurice, what'd you say?" "What are you banging for?" Knock, knock, knock. Outside, Eddie yelled, "What banging?" Our guy, Maurice, rolled his eyes and went back outside, cursing at Eddie for being an idiot. A second later, Annabeth appeared next to me. She must have done the banging to get Maurice out of the trailer. She said, "This transport business can't be legal." "No kidding," Grover said. He paused as if listening. The line says that these guys are smugglers." "That's right," the zebra's voice said in my mind. "We've got to free them," Grover said. He and Annabeth both looked at me, waiting for my lead. I'd heard the zebra talk, but not the lion. Why? Maybe it was another learning disability. Sorry, I'm turning my socks off. I could only understand zebras. Then I thought, horses. What had Annabeth said about Poseidon creating horses? Was a zebra close enough to a horse? Is that why I could understand it? The zebra said, "Open my cage, Lord, please. I'll be fine after that." Outside, Maurice were still yelling at each other, but I knew they'd be coming inside to torment the animals any minute. I grabbed Riptide and slashed the lock of the zebra's cage. The zebra burst out. It turned to me and bowed. "Thank you, Lord." Gopher held up his hands and said something to the zebra in goat talk, like a blessing. Just as Maurice was poking his head back inside to check out the noise, the zebra leaped over him and into the street. There was yelling and screaming and cars honking. We rushed to the doors of the trailer in time to see the zebra galloping down a wide boulevard lined with hotels and casinos and neon signs. We had just released a zebra into Las Vegas. Maurice and Eddie ran after it, with a few policemen running after them shouting, "Hey, you need a permit for that." "Now would be a good time to leave," Annabeth said. "The other animals first," Grover said. I cut the locks with my sword. Grover raised his hand and spoke with the same blessing he used on the zebra. "Good luck," I said to the animals. The antelope and the lion burst out of their cages and went off together into the streets. Some tourists screamed. Most just backed off and took pictures, probably thinking it was some kind of stunt by one of the casinos. "Will the animals be okay?" I asked Grover. "I mean, the desert and all." "Don't worry," he said. "I placed a satire sanctuary on them." Meaning they'll reach the wild safely, he said. "They'll find water, food, shade, whatever they need until they find a safe place to live." "Why can't you just place a blessing like that on us?" I asked. "It only works on animals. So it would only affect Percy," Annabeth reasoned. "Hey," I protested. "Kidding," she said. "Come on, let's get out of this filthy truck." Sorry, I cannot find a comfortable way to sit for the life of me. We stumbled into the desert afternoon. It was 110 degrees, easy, and we must have looked like deep-fried vagrants, but everybody was too interested in the wild animals to pay us any attention. We passed the Monte Carlo and the MGM. We passed pyramids, a pirate ship, and the Statue of Liberty, which was a pretty small replica, but still made me homesick. I wasn't sure what we were looking for. Maybe just a place to get out of the heat for a few minutes, find a sandwich with a glass of lemonade, make a new plan for getting west. We must have taken a wrong turn because we found ourselves at the dead end. Standing in front of the Lotus Hotel and Casino. The entrance was a huge neon flower, the petals lighting up and blinking. No one was going in or out, but the glittering chrome doors were open, spilling out air conditioning that smelled like flowers, lotus blossoms, maybe. I had never smelled one, so I wasn't sure. The doorman smiled at us. "Hey kids, you look tired. Do you want to come in and sit down?" "Thank you, Miss." I'd learned to be suspicious the last week or so. I figured anybody might be a monster or a god. You just couldn't tell. But this guy was normal. One look at him and I could see. Besides, I was so relieved to hear somebody who sounded sympathetic that I nodded and said we'd love to come inside. We took a look around and Grover said, "Whoa." The whole lobby was a giant game room. And I'm not talking about cheesy old Pac-Man games or slot machines. There was an indoor water slide snaking around the glass elevator, which went straight up at least 40 floors. There was a climbing wall on the side of one building and an indoor bungee jumping bridge. There were virtual reality suits with working laser guns, and hundreds of video games, each one the size of a widescreen TV. restaurants and on all the games and rides. He handed us each a green plastic credit card. I know there must be some mistake. Obviously, he thought we were some millionaire kids, but I took the card and said, "How much is on here?" His eyebrows knit together. "What do you mean?" "I mean, when does it run out of cash?" He laughed. "Oh, you're making a joke. That's cool. Enjoy your stay." I just need a drink of water. We took the elevator upstairs and checked out our room. It was a suite with 3 separate bedrooms and a bar stocked with candy, sodas, and chips. A hotline to room service, fluffy towels and water beds with feather pillows. A big screen television with satellite and high-speed internet. The balcony had its own hot tub, and sure enough, there was a skeet shooting machine and a shotgun, so you could launch clay pigeons right out of the Las Vegas skyline and plug them with your gun. I didn't see how any of that could be legal, but I thought it was pretty cool. The view over the strip and the desert was amazing, though I doubted we'd ever have time to look at the view. With a room like this, oh goodness, Annabeth said, "This place is sweet," Grover says. "Absolutely sweet." Oh, thank you, Emmy. There were clothes in the closet, and they fit me. I frowned, thinking that this was a little strange. I threw Aries' backpack in the trash can. Wouldn't need that anymore. When we left, I could just charge a new one at the hotel store. I took a shower, which felt awesome after a week of grimy travel. I changed clothes, ate a bag of chips, drank 3 Cokes, and came out feeling better than I had in a long time. In the back of my mind, some small problem kept nagging at me. I'd had a dream or something. I needed to talk to my friends. But I was sure that it could wait. I came out of the bedroom and found that Annabeth and Grover had also showered and changed clothes. Grover was eating potato chips to his heart's content, while Annabeth cranked up the National Geographic channel. "All those stations," I told her. "And you turned on National Geographic. Are you insane?" "It's interesting." "I feel good," Grover said. I love this place. Without even realizing it, the wings sprouted out of the shoes and lifted from his feet off the ground, then back down again. "So what now?" Annabeth said. "Sleep." Grover and I looked at each other, grinned. We both held up our green plastic Lotus cash cards. "Playtime," I said. I couldn't remember the last time I had so much fun. I came from a relatively poor family. Our idea of a splurge was eating out at Burger King and renting a video. A 5-star Vegas hotel. Forget it. I bungee jumped from the lobby 5 or 6 times, did the water slide, snowboarded the art of Los Angeles. We were supposed to find the entrance to the underworld. My mother. For a scary second, I had trouble remembering her name. Sally Jackson. I had to find her. I had to stop Hades from causing World War III. I found Annabeth still building her city. Come on, I told her. We've got to get out of here. No response. I shook her. Annabeth. She looked up, annoyed. What? We need to leave. Leave? What are you talking about? I've just got the towers. This place is a trap. She didn't respond until I shook her again. What? Listen. The underworld. Our quest. Oh, come on, Percy. Just a few more minutes. Annabeth, there are people here from 1977. Kids who had never aged. You check in and you stay forever. So, she asked, can you imagine a better place? I grabbed her wrist and yanked her away from the game. Hey, she screamed and hit me, but nobody else even bothered to look at us. They were too busy. I made her look directly in my eyes. I said, spiders, large, hairy spiders. That jarred her. Her vision cleared. Oh my God, she said. How long have we? I don't know, but we've got to find Grover. We went searching and found him playing virtual deer hunter. Grover, we both shouted. He said, die human, die silly polluting nasty person. Grover. He turned the plastic gun at me and started clicking as if I were just another image from the screen. I looked at Annabeth and together we took Grover by the arms and dragged him away. His playing shoes sprang to life and started tugging his legs in the other direction as he shouted, no, I just got to the new level. No. The Lotus Bellhop hurried towards us. Well now, are you ready for your platinum cards? We're leaving, I told him. It's such a shame, he said, and I got the feeling that he really meant it. That we'd be breaking his heart if we left. We just added an entire new floor of games for platinum card members. He held out the cards, and I wanted one. I knew that if I took one, I'd never leave. I'd stay here happy forever, playing video games, and forgetting my quest and my mom, and maybe even my own name. I'd be playing virtual Rifleman with Groovy Disco Darren forever. Grover reached for the card, but Annabeth yanked his arm back and said, no thanks. We walked towards the door, and as we did, the smell of the food and the sounds of the game seemed to get more and more inviting. I thought about our room upstairs. We could just stay the night, sleep in a real bed for once. Then we burst through the doors at the Lotus Casino and ran down the sidewalk. It felt like afternoon, about the same time of day we'd gotten into the casino, but something was wrong. The weather had completely changed. It was stormy, with heat lightning flashing out in the desert. Aries' backpack was slung over my shoulder, which was odd because I was sure I'd thrown it in a trash can in a room 401. But at that moment, I had other problems to worry about. I ran to the nearest newspaper stand and read the year first. Thank the gods, it was still the same year. It had been when we went in. Then I noticed the date. June 20th. We had been in the Lotus Casino for 5 days. We only had 1 day left until the summer solstice. 1 day to complete our quest. And that was Hi Viv. Thank you for the roses. That was the end of chapter 16. got his gamer tag like customized on a neon sign, and like so it like lights up. So he's got like a sign. It's really big, but it's like his gamer tag, and it's a neon light that you can like plug in and hang up or whatever. So I got him that, and then I got him like an Xbox. Oh my god, he's right there. Look at him. Slime. Good thing I didn't actually like have like an idea yet. Like, you would have like spoiled your Christmas present, even though I was just like, he told me to get him Audi. But last year's Christmas was exciting. I had a really good idea for this Christmas. I'm glad I didn't say it, because I'm still gonna do it. I just I don't think you do. I don't think they make those in Hot Wheels either. Oh, I want a little special. That's what I want. I want a ducky. There goes she is. I'd fuck up a kiss. I just said I'd fuck one up. I'd have one. How was I hyping it up? We do not, cowgirl. I live with roommates. My mom drives a Kia. Does my sister? No, I don't think so. Oh, I hate it, Caitlin. I hate it. Everybody takes my food, and I don't like being social, so you know. It is what it is. Yeah. And it's funny because like I thought we were like over it. Like I brought it up, whatever. And like this is like random too, because like I bought like a bag, like a 2-pound bag of carrots, like not like baby carrots, but like a bag of carrots, and they're all gone. Like okay. Whatever. Yeah, Caitlin, my mom just bought me one. She sent it to me. So I have it in my room now, but I haven't knocked it up yet. Well, that's the funny thing, Caitlin. I literally mentioned it to my mom like one time, and then she's like, "I sent you a mini fridge." Like, girl. And it started because I was so mad because, well, number one, my eggs, but somebody took my leftover pizza, which is like weird. Anyway, mentioned it to my mom once, and she's like, "I sent you a mini fridge." Nah, she doesn't fuck around. But it's also like, girl, I'm not gonna keep my eggs in my room and walk them down. So, I don't know. I also don't know if it's gonna be like loud or not. Because I haven't plugged it in yet. is like my really good friend, and I love her, so it wouldn't really be a problem. And she knows that I complain about the other people anyway. I'm just like not that petty. I just want to move out. That's what I want to do. I just want to move out. Hi, WH. I think I really do need to get a new mic. 2024. Alrighty, so next step is dye. I think a lovely little green will do good for that face. Alright. Where is my dye? Stable